is a conceptual pop concert.
Right.
That's what it is. It is not a musical.
Right. Thank you.
It's a pop girl group.
Yeah.
Whose album is based off of these 6 women in history.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
That's what it is.
It's a concert performance of an album based off of the 6 wives of him. That's it.
That's it.
That's what it is. Can't call it a plot.
Nope.
With a concept.
That's what I keep trying to tell people. Like this, there's a thing called a musical, and like anything else, it has structure and rules, and that makes it what a musical is.
It has plot. It has a timeline that you need to follow.
Right.
Concept. It is a conceptual pop concert.
Right.
That's what it is. It is not a musical.
Right. Thank you.
It's not a musical.
Thank you.
It's not an opera. People have then tried to sell it as well. Then think of it as an opera. Opera still has plot.
The hell it is.
Opera still has structure.
Opera is art.
Opera still has technical dialogue that is done in recitative songs and other, filler songs.
The Phantom himself is laughing at you.
So, and you also can't call it an operetta because an operetta will have dialogue.
Right.
So
the hell is an opera?
I struggle calling it anything. There's dialogue also in a musical. There's script. There are scenes so that you are following and actually getting emotionally involved with these characters.
Right.
You
don't get that with
You're getting surface emotion.
Right.
With these characters in 6. You're like, oh, she's singing a sad song. I'm sad for her. I feel for her.
But you don't know her.
But you don't know her. You don't fully know what she's feeling. You're not fully emotionally invested. If you listen to the soundtrack of Hamilton, you understand everything.
Right. I mean, even if you weren't even told about Hamilton, you just know that this guy named Hamilton.
Yes.
And he's in America, and he becomes one of the founding fathers. So you literally get that.
Yes. You get all of that. You can piece it all together. Listen to the soundtrack of 6 because it is nothing but a pop album.
Right.
That's all you're gonna hear.
Right.
Is a pop album, and it's just a pop concert.
Right.
It's a pop concert.
Right. It's just like, I mean, if people like it, that's fine. I don't hate it. I enjoy the songs.
Yeah.
But if you like it, that's fine. But that's not what it's selling it is.
Why are you so defensive to call it a musical? When it doesn't tick any of the boxes that define a musical.
Right.
That's the part I don't understand. I'm just confused. It's a great pop album.
Yeah.
Call it a great pop album. Sure. Sung by Broadway divas.
Yeah. There you go.
Great.
Great.
It's a pop concert on an off-Broadway stage.
Yeah.
Sell that.
Sure.
It's a Broadway pop concert.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Perfect.
That's what you sell it as. People know, number one, it's on Broadway. It's going to be Broadway stars that perform it, but it's a pop concert.
Yeah, it's not an actual musical.
No, it's not an actual musical. I personally would not spend the money if I were going to New York or Chicago or whatever to see a Broadway musical. I would never see 6.
Right.
Because if I'm going to see a musical,
I'm going to see a musical.
I'm going to see a musical.
Right.
If I'm going to see a pop concert, I would go and see 6.
Sure.
Right. But it's just, you're building expectation and then not giving it. But then defending it, making excuses.
Right.
That the problem is me as the audience member, that my expectation was wrong. No, I went in expecting a musical.
Right.
And I got a pop concert.
Right.
It'd be like going to see Wicked and they decided to paint Elphaba yellow.
The rip-off.
Instead of green for the whole show. Didn't give you reason.
No.
Didn't whatever. But when you complained, they were like, well, it was Elphaba, wasn't it? And you'd be like, that's not the literal whole purpose is she's green.
Right.
It's the Wicked Witch of the West. She was green.
Right.
And they'd be like, well, that's your version. But we wanted her to be yellow.
I could just picture the lawsuits.
Right, that's not Wicked. People would want their money back.
Right.
People would be like, what am I doing?
Right.
That's not the canon story that they want to see.
Right.
You would have to tell them and advertise.
Right.
We're doing a new version.
There's literally actually laws on advertisements.
Right. we are doing a new version of Wicked. We are, blah, blah, blah. We're experimenting with character and da, da, da.
And you're a test group.
Yes, now you know what you're getting yourself into. You know there are going to be changes. You know it's blah, blah, blah. We're not going to follow. So 6 is just weird to me. Again, not that I don't like the music. Not that those girls can't sing their faces off. Not that I don't love the costumes. They're cute as fuck.
But they just don't, they're not what they're...
But it is not a
musical. Right.
So that's my argument with it.
That's what I've been saying. But people are like, yes, it is. I don't mean to be a jerk or arrogant, or come off as arrogant, like I know what I'm talking about, but at the same time, you've got to know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. It's the other thing with having the other girls sing backup for whichever girl was singing solo and whatever, like they were there.
They're there.
In
dancing.
Their life, in their timeline. They weren't.
Right.
So they didn't give sense to that other than,
backup dancers.
Well, they're singing for them because they're supporting them and whatever. And I'm like, is that told in dialogue? Is there, are the actual spirits of these girls walking with the next girl in their life, that kind of thing? Is that what the whole purpose is? And they're like, yeah, that's basically what it means. I'm like, okay, well, where does it say that? I just came up with that idea and you just jumped on the bandwagon because it helped support you in defending that it's a good musical. I'm grasping at straws to come up with reasons, and you're grabbing every single straw that I pull, going, yeah, that's it. That's what it means. I mean, that's what I mean. In trying to come up with a plot where there is no plot.
Right. It's like, I'm like, if they're in purgatory, I'm like, okay, but why are they wearing those splitter stuff? Are they from the early 2000s? I don't get it.
If they were going with, let's set the show in purgatory or in hell or heaven, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
And these 6 met each other in the afterlife, became friends, and formed a girl group.
Okay, there you go.
And they're performing their life, everyone else. Basically. Great. Set that up and give it to me, and I'm here for it.
Okay.
Because it at least gives
you an idea.
It gives me anything.
It gives you it's ground basis.
Gives me anything. It's again just lackluster writing.
Yeah.
Coasting on good music.